So today we are here on the University of British Columbia, and we came to visit the Museum of Anthropology. The reason as to why we came to visit it is because we've been seeing a lot of sculptures within Canada, within Vancouver and many more other places, but we don't know what they do mean. So we decided to come to the University of British Columbia because within the university there is a museum called the Anthropology Museum, and this museum explains everything, explains every sculpture which are being found onto the roadsides, onto the road, into the buildings. Yeah, yes, okay. So this is the main entrance of the MOA, the Museum of Anthropology. Like I said, it is located within the University of British Columbia. This place is always open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's closed on Monday. So if you are tourists wishing to come to visit this place, don't come on Monday. Yeah, so these are the sculptures. As you see that pole over there, those are the reasons why we've decided to come to visit this place. So this is the main entrance. We have to go inside and see more and discover more about these poles and the carvings on them. So when you reach to this place, this is the reception, or call it the admission desk. You pay $23 and they give you a receipt and a stamp. So inside here they've got lockers. If you have a bag, if you have anything which is not permitted into the museum, you keep it inside here. Basically, if you have some coin, 25 cents coin, you can use it to keep to open up the locker and keep your bag in, and you continue with your discoveries you want to do without any disturbances of the gadgets you have, the bags you have, things like that. Yeah, so these are the poles I've been talking about. These poles have got carvings on them, but these carvings mean a lot to the indigenous people or to the First Nation people of Canada. And as I was told, each pole belonged to a family or to a nation, call it a First Nation. So this place, the MOA, the Museum of Anthropology, is a large collection of indigenous carvings or sculptures. Some of these sculptures over 1,000 years, some others are 2,000 years. So these ones are so good in connecting the ancient history Well, as you can see, these sculptures are so nice. They are really beautiful, but this is not just art. These sculptures tell stories. These sculptures have got many stories to tell people around the world. They represent different cultures. They represent different nations within Canada, and they represent different families within the indigenous people families here in Canada. Yeah, like I said, so here we were inside one of the rooms. They try to show us the history of the indigenous people or the First Nation people. When I say First Nation, with this I refer to the indigenous people who lived mainly in the south of the Arctic. And so far, there are over 630 First Nation communities in Canada as per now. So these sculptures belong to them. For these people know the history and the main agenda for their poles or these carvings onto these poles. So if you are tourists, I would basically I request you to come and visit this place. This place has got over 5,000 crafts inside here, or 5,000 sculptures inside. You can find the demon and the devil dancing masks, and some of them are from Indonesia. You can see, this one here is called the Raven and the First Man. It was before it was onto the $20 bill. You need to come and visit this place. So these shields are called the Azmat shields. These ones come from Indonesia, and a lot of things here belong to the First Nation or the indigenous people. So it's better if you are tourist and you wish to know the culture of Canada to come to this place.
large box in the back right here, this is from my nation, the Gitxsan Nation. It was made in the mid-1800s and it was used for cooking. So one really interesting characteristic of the bentwood box is that they were made to be watertight. So they were perfect for boiling food. And this would be done by filling the box with water, heating stones up over a fire, and then placing those hot stones into the box to boil it. A bunch of different foods were boiled in them, but salmon in particular was and still is a vital part of our diet and our culture. So in the old days, this artwork is an example of Yagelanis's own style of art, which he calls Haida manga, combining traditional Haida formline with Japanese storytelling techniques. And using Haida manga, he was able to apply traditional Haida art using a contemporary medium that was accessible so that anyone could look at it and connect with it. Now, one of the basics of Haida art is the sense of symmetry. You can see that each side of the mural are sort of mirrored images of each other.
Yeah, so on this screen here, the museum tries to project the 1800 savage of the Pacific. So this means like in 1800 years ago, British Columbia transformed from the trading post into the Canadian province right now we call the British Columbia. So they try to show it to us onto these screens.
And in fact, it was the year 1864